the immaculate geometry, Sri Yantra, the same diagram that was built in was drawn in Oregon in the US in August of 1990 in a mass scale about 13 miles in size, right? In expansion, and after that it was drawn in the desert, and miraculously it became like an oasis where plants, grass, and even extinct plants started to grow, and people that visited that area, they could sense a sense of peace, right? So my interpretation and take on it is they are basically the 9 triangles, and actually there are 10 triangles, right? They don't know where the 10th triangle is. The 9 triangles, there are 5 downward facing, 4 upward facing that is easily identified. It denotes the pathway of the Kundalini Yoga, because this comes from Tantra. Tantra came originally from Kashmiri Saivism. In Kashmiri Saivism, originally Tantra was for Kundalini Yoga, the practice and the path, awakening it, and it's going up the energy channels. So the 5 downward facing triangles is the first 5 chakras: the root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your heart chakra, and your throat chakra. And then from your third eye chakra is when you're experiencing your spiritual body, right? Your physical body expands, so to speak, from this chakra. So that's why upward facing triangles. 4 upward facing triangles that there is this chakra, the third eye chakra, your Brahmarandra, the gap in your skull that needs to be penetrated, the Kundalini has to penetrate that, is your next challenge. And then your Sahasrara, the 7th chakra, where you experience Sabikalpi Samadhi, or you're experiencing bliss and energy. And then the level above that, the Nirvikalpi Samadhi, the 4th triangle, where you lose your I, the non-dual state, your ego. There's no me, no I, no you. You feeling you one with everything. That's the experience there, right? It's indescribable because there's no mind there as well. Everything is dissolved. And then when you come back, so those are the 4 upward facing triangle. But there's one more, the 10th triangle, because there's 10 Mahavidyas, is the big one, which people say is the square, but it's a downward facing triangle that's opened up, because there's only 3 lines. There's no 4 lines. Opened up to contain everything, denoting the original highest Devi that contained the whole of creation within herself, right? Is that, and the 3 concentric circles is the 3 levels that you go through. Your level of your experiencing your consciousness in your physical body, then you experience your consciousness in your energy body, and then the 3rd level you experience your consciousness in your causal body. And when you experience the causal body, or your light body, or your soul body, they call it by those names, you will get the bigger powers like levitation and lighter than a feather, and amazing, even the deathless body is possible, at that stage. Or you can die at your appointed time, not involuntarily, right? Your chosen time. And there are many people living very, a decade, centuries claimed, right? And then the petals, 8 petals is when a lot of people just reach the energy bottle and they say, I'm now super conscious state. You're only halfway there. 8 petals representing, the 16-letter mantra, you're only halfway there. You still have to go to the causal body. The 16 petals is in the outer body. You've reached the maximum, level of consciousness awareness, on the 16 petals. That's why 16 petals and 8 petals. And hope that information helps you. And remember, if you're considering, if you have something that's really troubling you, either physiologically, psychologically, or even spiritually, feel free to connect with me for a free consultation. Visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for more contact information. And also remember, I'm doing a 10-minute anxiety fix for less than the price of a Starbucks coffee, delivered to you telepathically for just $5. Visit yogawellness786.com for more contact information. Take care of yourself always.